Day. Coming at you, and I decided I'd come on. I to get out today, but I don't know for sure if I will. I did get out yesterday. It's just the weather this weekend. Mother Nature has not been too kind, but she's making up for it today, I suppose. It's sunny and about 70 degrees. I'll wait for a minute, see if anyone comes on. I know this isn't a very good time, especially with it being Memorial Day. I didn't announce the live, so I don't know. And of course, I'm here. I'm out back my home, and Pumpkin's in her happy place. She's in the house. She's doing okay, as well as can be expected. I wanted to mention, I went up last week to see the Ragtag Gang, and I'm going to go up next weekend to see them. Now, Cece was just as pregnant as she could be last time I saw her. Let's see if we have anybody in. Looks like there might be a couple of people in. I don't always see who's in right away, so I apologize if... Oh, hey, Virginia! Welcome in. Thanks so much for stopping by. And thank you. Yeah, this is a nice area, and I certainly enjoy it. It's very peaceful to come out back and just check things out. But yeah, I just thought I'd jump on and say hello and happy Memorial Day. And if we have any veterans, thank you so much for your service. I'm hoping some people see me and come in. Well, that's what I was thinking, Virginia, that people are off and maybe they'll pop in and say hello. But it is a impromptu chat, and I need to get some consistency, but it's hard when you work full time. And if I'm really honest, at this point, I'm a little reluctant to commit to a certain day and time because, you know, most of what I do for this channel, I do it on the weekends. During the week, it's just, as far as getting out there and getting content, that's a real challenge when you're working all week. So the weekends is, that's when I go out and about. How are you doing, Virginia? I keep calling you Virginia. I don't know, but we'll say Virginia, because you're Virginia's wolf. How are you doing? So here, I'm going to pan the backyard. Oh, there's that wheelbarrow again. I don't know why that's there. But yeah, this is right out back. And there's the creek. Yes, Virginia. This was, of course, once upon a time, this was all woods. These houses were built, I believe it was 1999. And this is the creek. When it rains, this really swells up. Hey, Spaceman Dudley, welcome in. Thanks so. But there it is. There's some of the creek right there. And we'll go and take a look here. It meanders around. I know I showed this at another point, but I mentioned this before. When it rains, the water swells up and it turns this serene, unremarkable creek into this raging waters with a current and all. Now this, you can see the houses through the trees, and this leads into a bigger waterway, guys, known in this area as the Brandywine Creek. And so you can see how it just goes all the way down and it runs under Route 1, which is a main road in this area. I'm in suburban Philadelphia, of course. Oh, Spaceman Dudley, yes, there are snakes. I don't think there's crawfish, but snakes there are. There's skunks. Um, I was sitting out front one day, and a skunk, I could hear the bushes rattling and shaking, and I'm like, what's that? And it was a skunk. And the skunk sat there. Oh, really? Well, I don't know if I have the energy to dig them out, but that'd be great. For $1 million, I might find the energy, Virginia. But anyway, so I'm sitting out front. This is a few years ago. And the skunk comes out, okay? And he's watching me, watching him, watching me. And I sat there as still as I could be. Now, the skunk was actually kind of cute. But that's about all I can say about that. Fortunately, he turned around and walked away. So that was my experience with the skunk. We have a lot of wildlife in this area. We also have a fox, we have ducks, we have a turkey that shows herself from time to time. Hello, hey, Mr. J, how are you? Thanks so much for coming in, Mr. J. Back out of my home, just checking out the wild, talking about the wildlife and looking at the woods. They are cute until the PU comes out, Spaceman Dudley. Isn't that the truth? There's something. But yeah, I've seen snakes too. Usually your little garden snakes, but I'm not, snakes are far from my favorite. No offense to any of the snake lovers out there, but snakes are not for me. If you could remember to hit the thumbs up too, that'd be great, guys. I appreciate it, and I sure do appreciate you guys stopping in. It's I really appreciate everyone's support. I'll tell you, getting a YouTube channel up and running, it's a challenge. But I appreciate every one of you guys, and I thank you. There we go. Let me go back out this way. But yeah, I just wanted to pop on and say hello. I wanted to wish everyone a happy Memorial Day. And I mentioned this earlier, if we have any veterans, thank you for your service. So how's everyone doing? And did anyone have any special plans for the weekend? I know for me, I was mentioning earlier, the weather was not cooperative this weekend. I mean, it's a nice day today. Oh, yeah, it does help the plants. You're right about that, Virginia, and the same in this area, too. You know, there's times when we get the rain, we need the rain. So I totally understand that. But today, the other 2 days were a mess. Oh, many blessings to your father, and I'm sorry for your loss. We're losing World War II veterans at an incredible rate. I read somewhere 1,700 a day. All of our World War II veterans are in their 90s. You figure the war ended in 1945. So that was, 76 years ago. So that's, or no, was it, pardon my math. I think it was 76 years. Yep. And that is a shot of the area right out back of where I live. And we'll show the creek from a different angle. And there's the creek, and there it is. It is, and I'll tell you what, Dudley, they are historians. They can give a first-hand account of their experience, and there's a lot to be said about that. But it's an honor to serve our nation's veterans every day. Here we go. I'll tell you too, some of our veterans, like the Vietnam veterans and the Agent Orange exposure, you know, it's very challenging for them. And so we do what we can. Alrighty. My father served during the Korean conflict. I almost went into the military when I got out of high school, but I opted to go to advance my education instead. But I've often wondered how differently my life would have turned out had I gone a different path. So I'm walking back out now. We're going to show you some of our bird feeders and see how the flowers are coming along. And I've shown it before, but flowers and bird feeders and nature never gets old. What can I say? You gotta love nature. Nature is certainly an entity, it's a power, it's an energy that's greater than us. See who we have in. Okay, still got Mr. J, Spaceman Dudley, and Virginia Wolf. Thank you guys for spending your time with me. Isn't that the truth? Spaceman Dudley, you're right about that. Times have changed, and sometimes people change with the times. And here we are. Let's take a look at how the flowers are coming along. We've got some nice colorful flowers here in the front yard. A lot of effort has gone into keeping these beautiful flowers. And there's a couple of bird houses there. It's hard to see. Isn't that the truth? Unfortunately, Spaceman Dudley, it's true. It's not always for the best. This one here, that one right there is no. I don't know if that was up the last time. So there's 2 bird feeders there. You've got another one here, guys. Okay, now I've got another one over here I'd like to show you. And I don't know if this one was up before or not, but this one's just darling. Right there. I don't think there's any bird feed in there. Boy, they sure do eat the bird feed. I passed, there's 2 more down there that I passed. So that's 6 right there. And here's some more flowers. Squirrels do catch them. The squirrels climbing up and getting into them. And I know we were trying to do something to keep them out, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, they do. They get into, they're cute, but they, oh well, what can I say? So here we are now. They are funny to watch. Yeah, you're right about that. And there's a view of the development, and the flowers are in bloom. It's a pretty area, and I just love this time of year. And today, like I said, it's very pleasant. Sunshine and 70 degrees. No humidity. It's just picture perfect. I woke up not terribly late. It was 7 in the morning, but that's kind of late for me. Especially if I wanted to like do a day trip, although, and that's the thing, because it's Memorial Day, certain places I would normally go on a day like this, I don't want to go today because I don't want to get stuck in heavy traffic. Oh, Virginia, my pleasure, and thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming in. This isn't going to be a long live, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to hop on, say hello. I